want to flip the script a little bit today with a conversation about self-awareness, I guess I'd call it. So often on my journey of reparenting, I think about the parts of myself that I want to change, the parts of myself that maybe don't seem like they're serving me. Whether that's my inability to set boundaries or people please. And I think all of us who are on this journey have things like that. Whether it's the critical parent that feels like it's suffocating us, or relationships where we just don't feel like we can show up authentically. And through this work, it's easy to kind of see all of that in a negative light. See them as character flaws that we need to change. And while, of course, we want to move on a path to growth and change, we also want to bring compassion to the person we are, the person we were. You're not a bad person because of these things that we would call flaws. And one thing I want to focus on today in flipping the script is thinking about how these so-called flaws have served you. How have they been strength that have gotten you to where you are today? This exercise is one way to kind of flex that compassionate muscle. Instead of kind of seeing these things that we want to change negatively, we try and treat them with love and treat them with respect. And as much as we may want to change, the things that we are changing about ourselves do serve a purpose. I think about the ways in which I struggle to draw boundaries, and the ways in which I at times have trouble being authentic. And one of the things that I take away from that is I have an incredible amount of resilience. I can put up with a lot of crap. And of course, there is a part of me that feels put upon by that doesn't think it's fair that I have to put up with that. And certainly by setting boundaries and being truer to my inner self, that will change. But being able to weather the storms that life throws at you and to do it in a way that protects my inner child and protects my inner self is a strength. As much as I realize that it's not sustainable to show up in this way because it's taxing and it's difficult when you can't draw boundaries, it still served me. It served a purpose in getting me here. I have been through a lot of things in 40 years on this earth, and so have you. And you are still here standing. You're here trying to work on yourself. And so when I feel particularly down or depressed or overwhelmed by the world, I think about that. There is nothing that this world has thrown at me yet that has taken me down. And while I may not be fully the person I want to become, there is still immense strength in the things that I have done. And so while you're on this journey, I hope that you can keep in the back of your mind that just because you are not there yet does not mean that you have to be fixed. We are all works in progress. The reality is that we'll never truly reach our destination. It is only the journey. And I think being comfortable and compassionate with the person you are today, with the person you'll be tomorrow, with the person you were yesterday, is a vital part of this work because it gives you the opportunity to appreciate yourself for who you are and appreciate when you make steps in the right direction. So think back on your life. Think back at the challenges and adversity you have overcome. It's easy for our minds to go to this place of how hard it's been for me. Why is life so hard? But the flip side of that is that life is hard and you overcame. And it is the overcoming that proves your strength. So as you think back to your life and the things that you have overcome, draw strength from them. Be proud of what you've done. And as much work as there might feel there is to do still, have gratitude for the work that you've already done, whether you've known you've been doing it or not. You are original. You are strong. You're powerful. And I'm proud of you. And I hope you can be proud of yourself. Thank you for your practice today. I'm so glad to be on this journey with you. And I'll see you back here next time.